What does it cost to have the app? Nothing. What do the cards cost? $1 at small orders with print. When you get serious, they're going to come down to less than 50 cents. This re-emerges the columns of language. Are you with me on this? Okay, that was legs 1 and 2 of the stool. Leg 1 is the phone, leg 2 is the car. The phone in itself is brilliant. And pretty soon we'll have every basic phone in the smartphone world. Presently we're on Android. And we're focusing on Androids with NFC for obvious reasons, because we want to make it very simple for any business to become a carrier and a receiver of community money. But the cards are the sweetener. The cards mean that if this wasn't Victoria, if this was an African village, a suburb or a favela in Brazil or something, where there weren't quite so many smartphones, no problem, bring in the cards. You don't have to have a phone to play this game, the card will do it for you. It means basically that we have the capacity to end functional poverty around the world at somewhere less than $1 a head. Does that matter where you are? But you see, it won't happen unless there's some change, will it? There's going to be change. Our model of change is that you've either got the salad spinner, like I'm sitting in the middle of my little world, and I spend money on you, and I spend money on you, and I spend money on you. What do you do with it? You won't spend it over there. It's gone. Right? That's what conventional money is. I spend it, it spreads, it disappears. If anybody thinks differently, I'll talk to you later. You can solve that one out. But really, did you ever see a dollar bill twice in a row? It don't work that way. That's the salad spinner. People talk about plugging the links in the economy. It's nonsense. Like putting up a chain link fence attached to the wind. It's not going to do anything. On the other hand, think of the carousel. You're sitting in the middle of it, and round about it, all these things go round and round and round and round and round. Because the money goes round and it keeps it up and down. You just earned $50, you're up 50, he's down 50. Right? It's all going round. Different colored horses, different music, different speeds. This guy's going woo, different slow, you know. But around you is an entire network of people with whom, when you trade, the money stays in that network and comes back as an employment for you. So, at the crude level, you can basically spend yourself into business. But any money that you put into one of these circuits is going to resonate around it. Reciprocity, equivalence, consent. This sort of money is soft money, so nobody's demanding it. Like, the hard cash you can call. It's a compliance and command and control device. Here's the money, jump. You know? And the play orders are so short now that we've got to do that. And that's how the command economy is. In a community currency, nobody does anything for anybody else unless they want to. See, you know, you ask me to fix your car, sure. Nice guy, I'll fix your car. So many community calls. You ask me to clear cut the hillside so you can rip it off and send it to overseas. I'm not going to bother. If you ask me to do something nefarious, unpleasant, no, I can make more money doing something for David, you see, because he's got the money. And whereas conventional money, the problem is getting the damaged stuff. There's no problem getting rid of it. Anybody have a problem getting rid of money? So you see, the balance is, oh God, where did it come from? Oh God, where? Now, with community money, which is operating in this plane, it moves around. It's very simple. And it just creates a context within which it's easy to earn money because everybody's got it. Booming economy, right in your local town. Spending it the other person to like the idea. So it's a whole different social organization. And frankly, it is the social organization that Charles is calling for us to recognize. The gift must move. You know that one, Lewis Hine book? Brilliant book about gift in anthropological sport declarations and whatever. And the problem that happens when you bring in any money, and then gifts move out of the community, it's pretty much impossible to retain the value, the common wealth inside that community. Where have we got to? Oh, we're still on change. Change, yes. So how do we get people to move one foot, from their desperate treadmill of the conventional money? Anybody else on a desperate treadmill of the conventional money? I know I am. It's this or that. Shaving edges all over the damn place to try and get things done. Ooh, got myself excited, forgot what I was talking about. Change, yes, from that to this. Right. Well, suppose we can get people to think of a good cause that they like to support, that has some community money as an asset, maybe they get 20,000 Victorian dollars, and you've got some cash in your bank, in your hand, in your pocket. If you could buy 100 of those dollars, putting hard cash into the community thing, then you've been part of good work, good idea. And you've got money in your hand, which does what I remember I was going to say. It goes round. It creates a pattern of gift movement. The gifts move this way, the money moves that. Right? I buy a hat from you, the hat is the gift, the community money is the compensation. The pattern of the compensation determines the movement of things, goods, energy, services in our world. And at the moment, the money goes through us like grease through a goose. It's here and it's gone. And we turn all of our communities into desperate import-export devices. Get the money in, for God's sake. Why? Because we've got to send money out. At optimal margins for the players who are managing the retail stores, the distribution processes, who basically cut out the small businesses because their margins are better. And what about the money into your community? Ooh, the things we do to get money into our towns. Real estate is our worst crime in the Comox Valley. Creeping urban sprawl of no benefit to anybody except the developer and the trades, the work. One-time money, and then it's gone again. Well, the old story is, if you want somebody hungry to feed, you give them food. That's good for his bed. You teach him to farm without it forever. If we want our money, we have to learn to use it. We've got to start a currency, we've got to play with them, we've got to find out how to do it. And the change process of getting any individual to say, yeah, that's a good idea, I could try that. I'm putting up $500 to the school for my hockey club or the band or the computer equipment or money to the hospital to support the MRI project or whatever. But it didn't hurt because it got the same amount of community dollars, which allows me to go back to the businesses that sponsored the hospital, the school, the church. So it's a circle of virtue. And it didn't cost me anything to get in. Now that's the personal change. The thing we're really excited about at the moment is what we call crowd change. You've seen crowdsourcing, right? You know, the evidence, there's a huge amount of resource and capacity and capability around. You ask for help, it shows. And we've seen crowdfunding. We've got a good idea, we need some money. Help! And if it's a good idea, a lot of money comes in sometimes. Sometimes a lot of money doesn't come in. No, it's a bit of hit and miss crowdfunding. It's a quality process, it needs skill, it needs time, work, and effort. But it's a bit like, you know, normal lighting. Normal lighting is heat and power. It's got no information in it. Lasers So my proposition to you is that using our own money brings information into the community and the process in a very, very similar way that the laser brings information into given life. I think I've covered enough. I want to get to question and answer bit because, you know, if you haven't got questions going on, then I have failed. I'm just trying to find my script here and see if I do know what I'm talking about.